hold y'all. If y'all
Take it off.
What a homie up to if you see him. Oh, fuck, I forget his name. The homie from No Jumper.
Remo.
Remo, yeah.
Gotcha.
The Ringster.
I just pulled up Hurricane.
We having the grown man conversation. He been hot. He been hot in the motherfucking blogs. God, see what the hell he got going on. We got some rebuttals. Turn that song up. Hurricane tell you I wrote this shit right here for him. He don't want to tell everybody.
Y'all can hear me?
West Coast nigga wrote this song right here. Tell them niggas the truth, a West Coast nigga wrote this song right here.
What that? What song?
Turn it up real quick.
Everybody sing.
Turn it up.
Hey, baby.
Tell them a West Coast nigga wrote this song.
Hey, baby.
Tell the truth. Hurricane gonna tell the truth. Tell them niggas WACK 100 wrote that song, Hurricane.
Man, you know you can't write no shit
Nigga,
that
what
hard.
is you talking about, nigga?
Can't write no shit that hard.
Huh?
Yeah, you gotta be down there from the jungle in the swamp to come to be
Hey,
able
nigga, you
to
can't
able
tell
to
me
put
nothing
that.
about no swamp. Nigga, my people from Motor the Swamp to you, nigga.
You gotta be eating crawfish.
I'm talking
and all
about
that.
Liberia, nigga, Avery Island, nigga.
Yeah, I know about that. I know about
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Lafayette and all that. The flats, we call all that.
Yo, so listen,
Yeah.
we've been discussing you all motherfucking week. You
Yeah.
acting crazy in a motherfucking Hurricane.
Say, man, peep gang.
You
know.
is, you acting, I'm trying to figure out because it's like, I'm hearing what you saying, but you saying, yo, the nigga didn't put no money in the I think you meant to say locals.
Locals.
There was some
Yeah, I ain't mean
Louisiana
the whole
niggas.
state of
Yeah.
Louisiana. I really meant
You was
Shreveport.
talking fast and you was upset, right? I said
Yeah.
But dang, now, unless that motherfucking studio is gonna be AI operated, or they moving everybody from somewhere else down there, don't you think that it's gonna open up some job opportunities to the locals?
Nah, I'm down with all of that. I'm definitely. But see, let me take you all the way back to the beginning of this. See, you don't know where this started at. The first thing that 50 did when he came in Shreveport was said, all right, so Shreveport, we call Shreveport Ratchet City, right? So the first thing he did when he came to Shreveport was said, no more ratchet in my city. So I did.
Wait, slow down, wait. He said, did he say no more ratchet in the city or in my city like it was his city?
No more ratchet in my city.
So what did
so
he
I
mean by
DM'd
that?
him about it, and I ain't getting no response. And after that, I seen him do a radio interview, and a radio host told him, "Hey, you can't say that. They crazy about that ratchet word. That's they thing." He said, "No, we got to get rid of that. We got to get rid of it." So right there kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I was kind of like, you know what? He ain't feeling the culture. He just he see this as a place to just come.
But what did he
Scoop up
mean
for the
by
low.
that? They got to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. Like, what do you mean by that? So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And then I see the event go down, and you don't put no Ratchet City artists on that stage. So now it's fucking with me. I'm thinking like, what? So what's the play at hand here? Like
Okay.
if you'd have went to Compton and said we ain't calling this Bumpton no more, it's over with.
Oh, it'd be a problem. It'd be a problem.
You'd have had to get on a private jet immediately.
It'd be a problem. The homies would have tripped out.
But see, the thing about it ain't organized like that. I'm from a small community, so if you pop up with a big bag of money, you could say something like that, and people might laugh it off and not even take no offense because they ain't looking at the big picture. You understand what I'm saying? I got homies named Ratchet Life who lost their life. We got people who started record labels called Ratchet. My first
So that's
album
the way.
was
That's
called
the
Ratchet.
way of life down there.
That's a way of life. Ratchet is our whole
Now let me ask you something.
From 1999.
Now is it just music or is it all the bullshit?
It started off as a song, just talking about just a ratchet ass nigga, a ratchet asshole. But then it evolved after the songs reached mainstream, these were some cats that started in 99. I seen this as a kid. So when I blew up, I said, we're going to push this ratchet shit. The labels was excited about that. They named my album 5150 Ratchet. Our whole thing was the ratchet movement. So it was the music. It started with the music, and it just began to be a way that we identify ourselves when we leave outside of the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you from? I'm from Ratchet City, Shreveport. You might not know what Shreveport means, but I'm from Ratchet City. How about that? You know, so it was identification.
And the
You know,
reason
this
why
this
I asked you that because I didn't know if Ratchet was contributing to like, a bunch of murders and
No, hell nah, hell nah, hell nah. It ain't
break-ins.
never meant that. It
You know
never
what
had
I'm
nothing to
saying?
do
So
with
I'm trying to
violence.
figure out why he.
Nah, it ain't never had nothing to do with violence. It actually was like the song was talking about them hoes ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Them hoes do whatever, and it evolved. You know what I'm saying? Into something else. It's just us just using a word like, man, I ain't going in that restaurant. It's ratchet. But after that, it just became something that we created. So no matter what it means, it's our baby at this point.
And then he coming in the city saying no more. So when
Ain't no
he
more
said
ratchet in my city.
he said that, and then he didn't have no ratchet artists.
So that's like I'm looking at it
Gotcha.
from I'm the only celebrity or the only major artist to ever make it from my city. So they don't know how to look at it. They don't know. They never seen this. They never seen a big entity come in with a lot of paper and move and make moves and X out certain motherfuckers and do what they want to do. They never seen this. I brought the labels to Shreveport that brought 50 to Shreveport. This whole shit is because I shine a light on Shreveport in 2007. When I shine a light on Shreveport in 2007, them same people I introduced the people to do business with, and them same people got comfortable there that I took there. You know what I'm saying? Later on in life, I met these people again in Atlanta. One of the labor dudes was homeless. I drove him back to Shreveport, put him with people to do business, and he ended up getting comfortable because he was managing the situation for me. After that ran out, he hit up 50 Cent and brought him down there. So this whole shit was built. If it wasn't no Hurricane Chris, none of this would even be happening. If you erase me from history, none of this shit would even happen. Wouldn't
So
even
let
be
me
no
ask
GU
you
in
a
the studio.
question. I heard you make a comment about you came down here and brought the land because it's cheap. You don't think that's a smart business move?
Yeah, it's a smart business move. If you got something to do with something, if you got a plan for a building that
Yeah.
big, it's a big, massive motherfucker. Like it ain't no shit you
Yeah,
just
to
get.
look like the state gave a nigga the building for $2,500 a month, a year. Some
Let me give you the
bullshit.
scoop on that building. The city built that, and it was some people who got grants from the city, and they were supposed to use that building for the better development of the community. They ain't do what they were supposed to do. The city ended up shutting whatever they had going down with them, and the building sit gaining spider webs for years and years. So they wanted somebody to take it because they had already built it.
Got you. So you all for the movement of him bringing
Hell yeah, I'm
jobs.
for the movement. I'm for the
You just
movement. Just
feel like
respect the culture.
he's against y'all. When you say culture, he's against y'all movement, the
That's what
ratchet.
I'm trying to get an understanding of. Is you against this, or do you not understand that this is actually our culture, or what? But without communication, it leads to me waking up making them posts like that.
So do you think, Chris, that you equipped or you in position to fight that man on that level with that politic?
With that politic, I'm 100%. I'm 100% because what you got to think about is that word came from my neighborhood. I'm from Cedar Grove. Then that word come from my neighborhood, and when I say it's deeply rooted, and I got elders that's in their 40s and 50s on the phone with me daily, like, man, they so disgusted with this shit that my whole neighborhood just, you know what I'm saying? It's like I got a whole community that stand on the same principles that I stand on. You feel me? Like you gonna always see the internet shit, but you see people talk on the internet about WACK 100, but you know one thing when you
Yeah.
go, you know one thing when you call them Pyrus, all that
Yeah.
talking in. So,
So,
but
so
we ain't gonna have to go there with it because I think some understanding gonna be built between. I don't think dude is no dude that's just trying to come be disrespectful like that. I think he really understand how shit go. I think maybe it's been a misunderstanding. You got to think the people around him, they ain't giving them no game because they don't know what's going on in the community. Then the people who from the community, they keeping him from getting around certain people that could really show him what's going on because they want him to benefit for them.
so why not take the approach and say, yo, 50, this ratchet thing is a real movement, a way of life. And We need to do a TV series about this shit. Since you
Bro,
in the
I did.
backyard.
I did. I did
And
that. I reached out to him with it. I ain't getting no response. I was trying my best to like, let me show you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no aggressive, nothing out. Before he even knew it was a problem, I would have wanted to sit down in person and just be able to run it to him. I ain't want to run him off by, hey, none of that. Just, man, let's chop it up. You know, I got a lot I could show you, you know, and they just got to run it down and spill on some of the stuff like you were saying, but it wasn't no response. So it led me to think you want to run with whatever narrative you want to run with, and, you know, so it wasn't no communication, man. It got to be communication for resolution at all times.
now, I don't know what he said on the radio station, but did he kind of say like he down there to just move how he gonna move and do what he gonna do?
I mean, I ain't hear them words never come out of his mouth, them exact words, but from if you come somewhere and say, if I come to Bumpton and say this ain't Bumpton no more, then what do that mean? That mean I'm coming here to do what I want to do, right?
Yeah, that mean the power rules are gonna take that person.
You feel what I'm saying?
Well shit, if y'all told him that ratchet, that mean that's a movement, that's a way of life down there. That's like for him to say ain't no more ratchet, we getting rid of that. Was he what shit, why would he troll like that? Cause this ain't, I don't know. I'm gonna open the flow up, Ghosts. We got some people on the flow, man. Hurricane Chris, y'all got some questions. We all been reading about it, seeing it on the internet. Let's keep it respectful and shit. Let's have a conversation.
Hey, yeah, I got a question. Hey, Chris, check this out, right? 50 and Bebe got a real good relationship, right?
Right. So let me tell you the story with that.
Now let me ask a question right quick first, though.
All right.
50 and Bebe got a real good relationship. I know you and Bebe relationship kind of got issues in it. Is that what it stems from originally? Your issues with 50?
A lot of people saying they think that Bebe might be doing some hating because, you know, he always did that with me for a long time. So I couldn't tell you if he got nothing to do with it. But a lot of people saying it.
Hold
I'm
on, what
speaking
you
from
mean
your
Bebe
way.
did some hate? Hold on. You think Bebe hated on you?
I
Hurricane?
mean, I wouldn't
I know
most.
Bebe real good. I don't know Bebe to be that type of dude.
I mean, I couldn't tell you I heard no words come out of his mouth, but I'm just, you know, I'm answering the question.
I'm gonna ask that nigga. I swear I'm gonna ask him in the morning. You know, I talk to Bebe every week. And we
Yeah,
talk
you
about
know,
every motherfucking thing. He gonna tell me too.
yeah, you know, we got our relationship we ain't got no type of relationship. It's real messed up because when I was
I didn't know
young,
that.
yeah, it's real. We got a real messed up relationship. You know, even when I went through my trial, I had hit him up and told him, hey, I need you to try to make some moves for me so I could put some plays together to get all these fees and all this stuff paid. And he was like, oh man, I ain't feeling none of that. I'm like, man, I'm fighting for my life right now. You know this shit carry life. I don't want to hear nothing about what you messing with right now. I'm telling you exactly what move I need made. Do it for me. And he ain't never respond for me, so I wasn't never letting that go because I was in a situation where my back was against the wall. You know, I was telling him to make a call for me, and I was trying to reach out and put a business play together with somebody. He refused to even give me the introduction that I was asking him for while I was fighting a life sentence.
Was you out here moving on some wild shit?
Hell nah, he ain't. That ain't why he ain't do it. He was in his mode. He was in his feelings. He had just got into it with some cats in the city about some shit, and they was from my neighborhood. And one minute he was telling me, yeah, they got your jersey on. They got your same jersey. Y'all wear the same jersey. I guess saying that they from my hood. And so, in that same day is when I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, fuck all that. I'm just came from court. This shit carry life and
Yeah,
with
that
no
ain't got nothing to do with me.
yeah, like man, I wish I had it on my mind and I could focus to go try to highlight the little homies about this shit y'all got going. But nigga, these folks trying to slang me. Can we please focus on what's important?
Yeah, that's crazy because the Bebe I know, he always been there and looked out for everybody.
Yeah, but see, you gotta
Y'all had a
think.
big
I started
movement.
speaking my mind. Like I started speaking my mind, and when I speak my mind and let them know I ain't rocking with them, then it's a problem. Like you gotta think how he played the game, bro. Hey, Bebe was one of the biggest records in the game, bro. You know how much Bebe talked me into my signing bonus for?
What?
30K.
Was it a single?
It was hell nah, nigga. 5 albums. I ended up getting out of the deal, but I signed for 5 albums with a 30K advance, with the biggest record that was moving at that time. I walked out the room and wasn't finna sign it, and he walked back out and said, "Hey, just listen to me, bro. Sign this." When I said, I went back in there. I'm a 15, 16-year-old kid. I went back in there and signed it. After the deal went bad, bro wouldn't even come help me get out of the deal, wouldn't call the people, talk to them for me to help me negotiate the situation or mitigate, like, not mediated or nothing. He told me I ain't getting involved because I still want to be able to go back to him and get a check. This the little homie that you took to a label at 15 that you telling you don't want to get involved to fix this shit. You talking about the baby, you know that's the baby that I know, what? That's the
Yeah,
baby
that's
I
what
know.
I'm saying. I don't know that, baby.
Yeah, I know him. I know that baby.
So you would, it's probably easy for you to get out the deal because you wasn't supposed to be signing no contract anyway. You a minor.
They re-signed me at 18, so the deal was good. But it's just the fact that me and Brian wasn't seeing eye to eye. He just wasn't trying to hold me, so that's how I got out the deal. It took a couple years actually, but I got out of it.
You think it hurt you or helped you because you was probably down a few years.
What you mean? Did what hurt me?
I'm pretty sure when you was trying to get out that deal, you was stagnant. Was you still releasing music, or you was
I
kind
wasn't
of
releasing
restricted?
music, but I had mastered recovering my royalties. So if like shit, every couple of months I was collecting a good 150,
Yeah,
300,000 just off of, because one thing I wasn't doing was collecting all of my shit in the beginning. So when shit slowed down, that's when I learned how to collect all my shit, and it was kind of a good thing that I wasn't getting it, because you know the labels ain't gonna cut your checks. You got to go get them motherfuckers.
yeah. I got them. I got an audit team on their ass right now.
Right.
Well, shit, man. We got some questions on the floor.
Yeah. Hey, Hurricane.
What
Is
it
the
do?
money gone? What's up with the king? Is the money gone? That's why you going at 50?
I think if you would have listened to everything I just said, you would have heard. You would have heard that it wasn't about no money. It was
He
about a
fixed.
culture, and I just gave you a 30-minute
So,
speech
Luz,
about.
this what he's saying, right? Let's say 50 came over there to the Crenshaw area, right? And built a big old spot. And then went on the radio and said, yeah, we getting rid of all that Crenshaw shit. We ain't doing that no more. Right? He came over there and said, we getting with all the ratchet movement. That's they local thing. That's they movement. We getting rid of the ratchet movement. We ain't doing that no more. He made that statement, and then when he gave his event, he didn't have no ratchet artists. So Hurricane Chris is like, okay, I heard what you said on the radio, and I'm seeing your actions. Now, what happened, Chris, is when you went off, you said a few things that kind of like gave motherfuckers some leverage. Like, nigga, what you talking about, nigga? It was a Louisiana artist there, but
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
meant
yeah,
local.
yeah, yeah,
You meant
yeah. I
local.
did. Yeah, I
And
meant local.
and then when you were saying, when you kept saying like, put some money in the local rappers' pockets, boom, 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 and you mentioned community, but in our head, we like, he bringing his business over there. It gotta bring some jobs from security to maintenance on up to.
Yeah, I'm cool with all that. I'm cool with that. I actually got a cousin that worked security in the event that was there, and he had a ball himself. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you pay. All right, you saying this your city, right? You saying this your city? You throwing
Mm-hmm.
a big stupid show, and you booking a bunch of artists from outside of the city. This your city, right? You booking a bunch of artists from outside of the city, and you got artists that's popping right here in your city, and you ain't gonna put not one of them on that stage. But this your city. That's what I meant by you gave the police 500,000, but you ain't letting no local artists eat nothing. We got
I
people that
don't
really
think
can
he
rock
gave them
stages.
police, Chris. I don't think y'all station cost that much to cover an event.
Well, that's what they say they gave him, 500,000.
Did they?
They said that's what they posted. Even the news was posting.
You know the blogs just be talking sometimes.
Yeah,
Now
that's
these
Right.
what.
weren't blogs. You know the city ain't really got a lot of blogging going on. This was like the local news and stuff like that. The city was reporting and stuff like that.
Do
So
you
do you think this studio is gonna bring some type of a boost to y'all
Yeah,
city?
yeah, most definitely, bro. I'm definitely like I'm 100% respectful about anybody bringing them type of opportunities. You got to think you got a lot of popping shows. So now a person that act got an opportunity to go try out for the stuff that they watching on TV. So you'll be a dummy to think that he ain't doing a terrific thing as far as bringing opportunity. But I could walk in your grandma's house and bring some opportunity, but that don't mean I'm gonna be able to walk in here and put my dick on the table and say whatever I want to say and say we ain't calling this Gigi's house no more. I just put this big ass 8 inch on the wall, or I'm paying all y'all, I'm giving all y'all money. A motherfucker with pride gonna tell you, you know what, man? You take that big ass TV off the wall and all this fancy shit you just put in here and you go ahead. And that's what I'm trying to get them to understand. Pride,
Gotcha. You want him
respect.
to respect the
Yeah,
culture
respect.
that's already there.
Facts.
Gotcha. Where Brock at? Brock in there?
Hey, Chris, with you making your statement that you said, I seen Fredo Bang made a statement back for me. What artists he ain't put on? How you feel about that?
He said what?
He said he was basically responding to you like what artist that 50 didn't put on? What person from down here he ain't put on?
Well, what he didn't understand that I was talking about Shreveport. Fredo Bang from Baton Rouge. He ain't from Shreveport.
Yeah,
So
he talking about
I
low.
accidentally said the whole state. I said you ain't bring no Louisiana legends. What I meant was Shreveport, Louisiana legends.
Yeah.
So that's what they got. That's where
So
he
the
got
whole thing
confused.
started with 50. There's a thing down there called the Ratchet Movement, which is like they area shit, some Shreveport movement, right? So 50 went on the news, I guess the radio, and said, nah, he getting rid of the Ratchet Movement. So after that, he gives the show and don't bring on no Shreveport artists or nobody from the Ratchet Movement. So now Hurricane Chris like, damn, nigga, you come in the backyard and you publicly say what you getting rid of, and then you intentionally disregard that movement. So he got a problem with that. It's just like he gave a prime example. Like a nigga going to the confidence say, ain't no more Bompton. We ain't saying Bompton no more. And the power rules don't take it personal. Right? That's their movement. I guess the ratchet movement is their movement. I guess you said it's been like that since what year, Chris? How far back that go?
1999,
But
So yeah,
Wack,
that's
98,
20. That's
Wack,
25.
98.
I got a question, right? Because you said that. Remember, you said that Nipsey wasn't a legend, street legend, because of his music, right? But this nigga
Yeah.
Hurricane Chris got one hit. So what makes him a legend?
I got A Baby. I
He
He
got
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 more
two
than
Hand
of
one
them.
Clap,
hit. Hold on,
Halle
as a fan,
Berry,
he got more than one
Players
hit,
Rock,
loose.
and I just gave Sexy Red
But no,
Huggy.
well, here go the thing, right? He didn't single out himself. He said any of the artists down there. I guess that's a movement. Like the
Right,
ratchet
right,
movement
right,
is
right,
a thing. It's like a, in the sense, I don't want to use the word gang, but it's a group of people that's a way of life for them. So when
right.
50 came down there and said, I'm getting rid of the ratchet movement, we getting rid of that, they heard that, and then he gave this show and didn't put nobody from the city, nobody from the ratchet movement on the lineup because he already said what he said on radio. They took that personal. Well, he took that personal. Rather, he felt like he the only
Oh,
one
it's
that.
way more than me. I ain't the only
Yeah,
one.
but
I'm
you the
just the
only
one with the
one that
voice.
that got
The
a
voice.
industry or social media type
Right,
following from down
right,
there.
right.
Hurricane
Uh,
Chris, can you give us what the definition is of the ratchet movement in Shreveport again?
All right, so around 1999, you got a guy named Manigo. He made a song called Ratchet, and it was just basically saying these hoes ratchet. You know what I'm saying? And then a girl come back and say these niggas they ratchet too, talking about what you can and what you will not do. This was in '99 when this song came out. Lil Boosie ended up getting on the song, and the song blew up. This is all when I was a kid. So by the time I got old enough to even rap, this ratchet was already instilled in me because it's a song that had been populating all over the urban community around where I'm from. So it just got bigger and bigger. I end up incorporating it into my music when I got a record deal. Um, Boosie kept pushing it. My people Manigo and them kept pushing it, and it just became a worldwide word that became used everywhere. And we was always proud of it because we started seeing it on Love and Hip Hop everywhere we looked. We were so excited when we seen people saying it. Like, damn, you seen that? He said ratchet. We couldn't believe it. It's 170,000 people where I'm from. So we was very proud of it. It didn't matter what it mean. You know what I'm saying? We just know it's something we created, and we was proud of it because it was a way for us to identify.
Get that. Coming from a small town like that, I
Like
get it.
hyphy. If you look at the A Bay remix, I got E40 on there. He say ratchet mean hyphy like where you stay.
I
Gotcha.
related to that. I'm from the Bay. Shout out to you, Hurricane
Okay, there you
Chris.
go then. Ratchet mean hyphy like where you stay.
Hey, Hurricane, I got a question for you, beloved. This pit bull. My question is, what is the beef, or what caused you to have a beef with Gates?
It ain't no beef with me and Gates. Here go the history with me and Gates. I know Gates before anybody knew Gates. I had Gates on the road with me, like moving around with him and trying to help him and get him deals and stuff like that, and just trying to show people his music. If you look back, I got old pictures of him with me on the road before anybody knew who he was. So we got a long, long history. But I met him through his CEO, Trav from Dead Game Records. When I met him, Trav rolled me around for a full day before he even introduced me to Gates, trying to get my vibe before he even introduced me to his artist. He ended up introducing me to his artist, and he went home. He trusted me, so me and Gates began rocking from then on out. And he just said, if you ever can put some business together, just let's see what we can do. I couldn't get nobody to sign him, but I always showed love and supported him and allowed him homes, every home I had, from Shreveport to Texas. Like I treated him like family. And what happened was he fell out with Travis, the one that introduced me to him. So he saw me on a picture with Travis one day, and he got mad at me, and he called around and was voicing how mad he was about it. And that's kind of where our relationship went bad at.
Okay, so is that
We
what
never
made you?
had no fallout, like argument or nothing like that. But he made a record, and he kind of said something about me. So the record I made was only a response. I ain't lead the situation.
So
Okay,
y'all
got you.
y'all talk since then.
Nah, we ain't talked since then. I
You
mean,
know,
he said
bro.
what he said.
Bro was all for getting understanding. That's my brother. I know him real good, so he all
Man,
for getting understanding. You
when you
know that.
when you talk to him, he one thing he ain't gonna be able to tell you is that I ain't have real love for him, and that ain't nothing that I can just fake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I know this. If ain't no bodies dropped, ain't nobody stole nothing. He all for gaining understanding.
man, when he
That's a
got shot,
fact.
he came to my house. When I opened my door, I opened the door and bring him in, and yeah, like that. That was my dog.
Yeah. So next time I get on the phone with him, I'm damn sure gonna mention it.
Yeah,
So
Cause
my
I
I
know
I
man.
him.
did
Go ahead.
I did have a
Man,
follow up question to the ratchet. So I know that you had a problem with 50 mentioning it and kind of taking it out. What would you want to see continue about the ratchet movement?
It's nothing that I need to see continue. It's history. So it's like you can't. I'm not trying to continue history. I just want history to be respected. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you want your dead relatives to get up and control how we live now. It's not like you trying. You know what I'm saying? But this is our history. This is our history, and that's important. And you should show more respect than even thinking that you come somewhere and do that. You should be more respectful. I shouldn't even have to get asked that question. You know what I'm saying? I should be asking you, what would make you, what would make you think you could just tell us what to call ourselves?
Do you think that there's a space for a conversation after the video?
It should have been a conversation before the video, because it's a whole community of people that's confused about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really trying to see, what do this mean? Like, I got people who invested over $1 million into the brand Ratchet just alone. So it's like you trying to rip down something. But I'm definitely open for a conversation. Like, it need to be some understanding.
Well, I have a question. Speaking on respect, and putting some respect on your name. I know that you've done music. I'm not gonna hold you. Players Rock is still my song. So respectfully, Luce, he has more than one hit. Thank you very much, because we can hand clap, we can hardly bury it out. Like, what we doing around here?
Straight up.
Hello.
I
But what I
appreciate that.
did see is that you are also in movies, and I also, of course, reading the articles and things like that, seeing that you had a possible or upcoming, so to speak, with Snowfall and your music. Which do you prefer more? Is it the acting or the music? Because I thought, like, if anything, you would be more music, but I see that it looks like you have a lot going on in the acting. So are you going to get back into it? Which do you prefer?
Yeah, I'm back in acting. I'm with a good acting agency down in Louisiana, and I got a good coach that I've been with for probably like the last 5 years, 4 or 5 years. So I did my first small film. I don't want to shout it out, but I'm just trying to get like roles that's gonna be good roles for me. Like I ain't trying to waste my time. I really want good roles. Like I turned down like a few like one time roles for I think like what maybe BMF or Power. I forget which ones, but I really tried to spend a lot of time going to acting school before I just jumped out there head first. But I'm comfortable enough now, and I just took a whole new set of headshots and photos to start, going out there seeing what we can make happen. I'm really important. It's really important that I tell my life story though. So I ain't in a big rush.
Yeah, but when you gonna get to that?
WACK 100, what we doing? I see
That's
you on
the
there talking about the Keefe D story. Let's do the hurricane story.
yeah, that's a series.
Yeah, I
Cause
grew
we
up. I
don't
grew up.
know. All we know is we know you from your start from A Bay Bay. We all shit,
Say, man,
nigga. I know.
I grew up with Stephanie and Chris as a very bad, sickly, asthmatic baby that they used to think was gonna pass away down there every other day. So for me to be here is a blessing. Daddy was a real cocaine dealer, a real iron slinger, and I grew up in the middle of this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they used to give me all the guns because you couldn't come in a house with no gun. They used to give me every gun when you came in the door. Everybody who hustled with my dad had to walk in the door, disarm themselves, and they knew to give me the gun. I used to be on the couch with like 4 pistols at the age of probably 5. Like so, I really lived that shit that they putting down in these movies and like this made up shit. This shit is a real deal.
So the murder rate was fucked up when you was growing up.
The murder rate
Well,
always been fucked up in Shreveport.
yeah,
Louisiana
'cause
been fucked
it
up
ain't
for
that
real.
many people.
Yeah, so the numbers you looking at might look small compared to a big city, but it
Nah,
ain't
no,
nothing
it
but
ain't. Cause you got 180,000 people. So
right.
shit. I'm looking at Alabama right now,
Yeah.
Birmingham. Them niggas over there killing like it's going out of style.
Then Louisiana finna is this shit crazy because they just dropped the age limit to 18. Now you a 18-year-old can conceal a pistol with no license, and they just threw away with parole.
What you mean? Niggas just getting out. They ain't on no parole.
They just got rid of parole. You ain't finna be able to get no parole.
Well, what the fuck that mean? Cause when we get out, we got a 3-year parole tail.
You finna have to do your shit.
So you got to do all of it.
You finna have they up the percentage. I don't know exactly what they upped it to, but it's finna be their parole shit finna be dead.
So they doing flat time out there.
Yeah,
I don't,
that's
I don't
crazy.
think it's all the way flat, but it's a high ass percentage.
It's gonna be down to 85, ninety
I think
percent.
it might be 85. I think I did hear that number.
So what they doing, pit bulls, they holding them there longer and cutting back on the money the city spending for the POs on the street.
Oh yeah, that's wild.
You got to think, bro. Them motherfuckers charged me $500,000 for my murder charge when everybody else ain't never been charged number 250 for this shit.
I'm glad you said something. I want to ask about that. That was different. I don't know if you want to talk about it. I don't know how that goes, but I did, see an article that came out that said, you're gonna be pursuing further action because you did lose out on a lot of things. how was that dealing with the trial? Because I did read one of the things you were saying is like y'all didn't even question the witnesses that was there. It took like lawyers. So I don't know if you can expound or talk about that, or if you want to. But
Nah, they
since you
ain't
mentioned
question
it,
no witnesses. They was shit. They all they knew was they was finna try to lock them a nigga up. That nigga shot somebody, you go to jail. Hey, they wasn't trying to give a nigga no rights or self defense or none of that.
Is that a reason? Is that another reason why you mad that 50 gave the money to the police department and you trying to sue them?
Nah. It definitely ain't that. I want people to be safe, so I definitely don't want people to think that. It just was the fact that you gave them all that money and didn't give none of these local artists nothing. You made the local artists, they had to go perform under a bridge after the event was over for free. Something that the radio station set up. So that's what I meant by that.
Now, I saw an article today, Chris, where you mentioned that you were just in one of those moods. What does that mean?
Of when you know sometimes when something be bothering your soul and you don't say nothing about it. And you just keep not saying nothing about it and you keep not saying nothing about it. And one of the mornings you wake up and before you can get out the bed good, you going off on that shit.
So at the end
Now,
of the
in the
day, you think me knowing 50 cocky, I don't think 50 don't even want to sit down with you. What you think?
I mean, that's an option. Everybody got the option to choose who they want to sit down with or if they want to sit down. That's always an option, and that option will be, that option is on the table as well as sitting down. Every man make his own decision. That's.
Got you. I mean, do you think there's something that'll carry over, or you think it'll
You
just
definitely
blow
ain't
up?
gonna be able to. You definitely ain't gonna be able to continue saying no ratchet city like you spitting in people's face every time you say that.
Got you.
We gonna have to have some type of understanding. It can't
Hey,
continue to
Skywalker,
this
change your
manner.
PTR.
Now,
I
I know
got you.
that you mentioned that you had your son's football game as well that day. Were you invited to the festival?
Yeah, his right hand man had hit me and asked me like, was I coming down? And I was like, I might already be down there. And we had a conversation about, what I was going on, and I was like, I might come down there, but my son had a football game, so I just couldn't break away.
hey, Chris.
that's right. Parent life before anything.
Yeah, I can't
Hey,
leave that. That was his first game of the season too, so it was like I wouldn't miss this for nothing.
hey, Chris. They didn't let you claim self defense.
Yeah, I claimed self. They ain't let me claim it. I had to go to trial and beat that shit. Yeah.
They ain't had the cameras and then like where they could have saw.
Yeah, they had the cameras. They had everything. And they had witnesses that they didn't question. Motherfucker just tried to... Bro, this is Louisiana. Like, slavery probably lasted 50 years longer there than it lasted everywhere else. They got some real fucked up laws. They hide your ass in Louisiana. People ain't got the money to fight that shit. People ain't got the money to stand up for themselves. So, they just gotta fold. People cop out the time every day that shit that they ain't do.
Right.
If I ain't
Cause
had that money, I would have been fucked without that bag. My lawyer looked me straight in my face and said, without this money, your ass was going to jail for the rest of
You
your life.
was able to fight your case on the street.
Yeah, I fought it on the streets. I burned out. Soon as they put me in, I burned out.
Now, I do have a question from the chat really quick from Sleep Sleep. And Sleep Sleep wanted to know, do you still mess with Boosie? And if not, why?
Yeah, I still mess with him. We actually got a whole album we put together. I used to go over his house like every other day. This shit just so far from mine that I don't have time to, just be going out of my way. I'm with my son and stuff like that. But, he from Louisiana, so that's my dog.
Now Bootsy said you're an artist. You got to get the fuck out that city you from, or something bound to happen to you. How you feel about it?
And shit, something gonna happen to a nigga fucking with me. I'ma always be in my city.
You know every dog how it have his day.
Every dog have his day, but what if I ain't being a dog? What if I'm laid back like a cool cat?
So you don't feel it's a need for you to leave.
I mean, I'm in the A right now. I'm in Atlanta, but when I decide to go home, shit, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home probably tomorrow. Book a flight and go
Gotcha.
home. Like,
Gotcha. What's that? An hour flight or some shit? What is that shit? How long it take you to get home?
it probably take me like 3 hours.
It's 3 hours flight.
If I fly straight to Shreveport, yeah, it probably take like 3 hours.
Damn, it take 3 hours to get to Dallas from LA. Damn.
Hey Chris, you was cool with Lil Snoop too, right?
Yeah, that was my dog.
Yeah, that boy raw.
That was my dog. That was my little dog. That shit hurt me to death I was laying in the bed when they came and told me he died. Had just got out the phone with him trying to find him some weed.
Cause his own homie killed him, didn't it? Or they
Yeah, I think
charged him.
he was playing a video game with a nigga from his neighborhood, and they got into it about the video game, and niggas started shooting at each other, and niggas started shooting and running, and niggas end up hit.
Bring Skywalker up. This nigga right here. Whatever you but want to ask Chris, boy, it better be good.
Hey, I want to ask you about that law they just passed about castrating people in Louisiana.
Yeah, if you got a rape charge, they is doing that now. I forgot to mention that shit. If you got a rape charge, that's what they call it, castration.
Yeah, they cutting your nuts off if you like.
Yeah, I seen that shit. I seen a report of that shit. That's good. They need to cut that
that's
shit
good.
out. Cut that shit off and put it in their
Wait.
fucking mouth.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't know that was going down. We need that up in Cali. Run that.
You
Yeah,
got
they
the
gotta
rape
do that.
charge,
That's
they
good.
castrating.
No.
Should be. That shit should be. You should get put on the firing squad. And I think they just did some different shit with the way that they gonna be killing people too. The state.
I might have saw something. What did they come with?
Bro, they taking
What,
that. They
like they
finna take
changed the
that shit
death
all the way
penalty
back.
or something?
Yeah, they coming on a different way. They might have fucking around. It might have fucking around and been some. It was some crazy shit.
I think it damn near was some shit like that,
Damn
bro.
near was the firing squad.
I
Shit.
think I saw some shit like firing squad, bro.
Yeah,
I swear to
think.
God.
Yeah,
I think I seen some shit like firing squad.
Somebody go research that. I think it is.
The firing squad is in South Carolina, man.
Oh, okay. Shit, that's close enough. Shit, it'll be there next. That shit ain't too far from Louisiana.
Hey, Hurricane, it's a question from Smizzy in the chat. He said, why you saying no Shreveport artists perform or made money, but Big Fella Zill did?
Big Fella Zill performed under a bridge for free. He did not get on the stage in the arena. They let all local artists come under a bridge after the event and get on the mic for free with the radio station. Nobody got paid.
Okay, then it's another question from the chat. They want to know, what is this beef you have with this artist that's from your city? I don't know his name.
No.
That's from the chat.
I ain't got no beef with no artists from my city.
Okay.
I ain't had no beef. I be out there. What you talking about beef when I walk the streets? For real. I'm a real. You'll maybe get out of character. I run into problems, huh?
Well, Chris, I want to follow up on my question when I asked about if you were invited, and I read that you had a football game. In that case, he did invite Shreveport artists, and one of the top ones, which was you, right?
I spoke with his right hand man, and his right hand man was trying to get me to come down. What I was saying was, you saying Shreveport is your city, and this is you here, and this is your city, and you're gonna say what to call it. So why didn't none of the artists from the city get paid to perform? We got real big artists in the city that have been known for rocking stages, have been known for rocking stadiums of 4,000-5,000 people, like real heavy hitters in our city. That's what I was saying. Why didn't you book any of them? Why didn't you put any of them on the headliner on the big stage? Like, if you went to Dallas, 9 times out of 10, you gonna try to add a yellow beezy to it, just to cater to Dallas. And I feel like he didn't cater. You came to our city with an event, but you didn't cater it. You brought majority of the artists that performed probably was artists that they don't even listen to the. I feel like a few of the artists from your community, if it's your community, should have got a few dollars and a chance to get on that big stage. If I throw an event in my hometown, I'm gonna make sure the livest from my city get a chance to touch that main stage. And if we bust a big bag, I'm gonna make sure they can eat as well.
Hey, but Chris, to play devil's advocate though, think about this though. Think about all the working class people he created jobs for that weekend though.
I appreciate that.
Even if he didn't take any artists, right? Say if he decided and he was like, I don't want to bring no artists. I think all those jobs he created and money he put in working class people that weekend should offset that.
I'm 100% with that. If he ain't bring no artists, then that would be cool. But if you're in your city and you're bringing artists, you're gonna show love to some of the artists in your city. You're gonna put up 100K or 200K or 300K for a big ass show in your city. You're gonna make sure motherfucking Lil Joe from the West can at least get a band or two to rock that motherfucker, and you know he gonna rock it harder than these headlines because the whole city know his shit and he got them turned. That's what I'm saying. That's how I fuck with the city when I fuck with a city.
So I hear you referring to your city, and that's something that 50 said. Are you handing over your city to him, or are you just calling them out saying, hey, you saying this your city and you not putting your city on?
I mean, we welcome anybody that want to come to the city. We ain't never been the type of people to try to tell people where not to come. It's like this down south, we very welcoming people, so that's just in us. My grandma brought the whole neighborhood in her house and fed them, so I ain't even that type of cat to not want nobody to come nowhere. You know, come on over and let's have a ball. That's what type of cat I am. It ain't no I'm handing over nothing. It's, you know, it's don't no one man run nothing. You know, it should be a bunch of people, you know, linking up and making power moves.
Yes.
You know, that was Trick problem. Like you remember, like he had that no fly zone because he felt like niggas were coming in the city getting money and not doing no features, not letting no niggas open up for him. So you know that's kind of what he had going on too.
Man, it ain't. I understand that to a certain extent, but it's ways to go about. It's ways to go about it. You know, it's. I understand that to a certain extent. I kind of see what Trick was fighting for, if you explain it like that.
Now, Chris, have you ever tried to put on a show or a showcase with a lot of artists from your city? And what was the outcome from that?
A show or a show. Now, it's been a lot of showcases in the city with a lot of artists from the city. I mean, it's not.
I'm saying, have you ever put one together, like a big event for with a lot of artists from your city or your neck of the woods? Have you ever put that together or even tried?
Yeah, I done put together a few events. They was cool. I might not have made a stupid bag on them, but shit, just to do it. Like, I booked Finesse 2 times. Probably like a year ago. Brought him to Shreveport, and I let people perform. So, yeah, I let a bunch of people perform.
Okay.
You paid them
That's
to
something,
perform?
you know.
You paid them to perform?
A couple people got paid. Yeah, I paid a female. I paid a few people. Yeah. Some people perform for free.
Hey, Chris, you still got love for the rap shit, or you feel like it's watered down?
Nah, you know, I'ma forever love the music shit because it's something I do good. I don't really give a fuck about the sideline speculation. It's something I do good and it pay good. So shit, you know, I put that shit out and that shit make money. It's a business at the end of the day, and I like doing it at the end of the day too. So I fuck with it. It's a big bag in this shit.
Now, Chris, at the end of this interview that I read today, you said you feel like it was a big misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding on whose part?
I feel like it's a misunderstanding. I hope it's a misunderstanding on his part. I hope that he didn't realize what he was saying. I hope that when the radio guy told him don't say that, he didn't take it serious, and maybe he don't know what he's talking about. You know, I'm hoping that all of that No Ratchet City stuff is on accident, and I'm hoping it's not like a purpose attack on what we built.
Chris, now have you thought about getting into anything else besides acting or music?
Yeah, I mean, I got a few things on my plate. I just started a non-profit organization where I'm gonna be giving kids a place to come after school. I'm picking 3 people. I got 2 of them already. I need 1 more person. I'm picking 3 people from 3 different career paths in life, to be able to show kids different things in different careers, to try to lead them in different directions, with mentors and somebody to counsel them as well. So that's one thing that's important for me, you know, is getting active with the youth. Like, and other than that, like music, I'm in the studio so much, bro. I'm in the studio a lot, a whole lot. I record a lot, like I'm a studio junkie.
Okay,
now, I know
by
you
you
just
record.
said.
Oh, go ahead, AB. Go ahead. Go
Now, I
ahead,
know
AB.
you just said. I know you just said you want to do something for your youth. This is a question from the chat. Is Chicken Man? He asked, "What are you doing for your community?"
I don't live in my community at the moment. I live in Atlanta. But what I'm doing for my community is I have a lot of people that I do for. I mean, I might not put it on a big pedestal and promote it, but a lot of people lights on it, you know, because of me. A lot of people can go to their refrigerator and get something to eat because of me. A lot of people got jobs because of me. What I did for my community is bring 50 Cent to my community. I led the light to my community, you know. So everything I may have not been able to do on my own, but I did lead the light and do what I had to do to get my people the help that they need. You understand what I'm saying? So everything ain't gonna be on you. So whether I did it or whether I got it done, I'm fighting for my people regardless.
Come on, Chris. You don't think
What
that's
I
a
have
reach,
done,
bro?
things that I have done though is like I had 2 halfway houses for people that was rehabilitating coming home from jail. You know, rent houses, did some real estate, restaurant, stuff like that. Dibbled and dabbled in the trucking industry, gave a lot of truckers jobs and chances to learn how to drive 18 wheelers. You know, I ain't just no big stupid mogul, but you know, I do get my hands active and try to help wherever I can help it.
Chris, what made you just say that statement you just said? You don't think that's a reach, bro? You said you guided the light to have 50 Cent come down there. What make you say that? Why you feel
Okay,
confident
so
enough to say
That
that?
was crazy work.
and I check it out in Shreveport, Louisiana. I got a deal in 2007.
Right.
I brought Polo Grounds came to Shreveport to see me. They
Gotcha.
signed me. After they signed me, we left. I went on my way with my career. I fast forward 10 years after that, I bump into one of the labor mates homeless in Atlanta, put him in a car with me and drive him to Shreveport, tell him I got a situation that's gonna get you out of your situation. I'm gonna do a deal with this company and you gonna manage the money and manage the situation. So now you got a place to stay and now you ain't gotta worry about being homeless, none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I did the deal, didn't really like the deal that I was doing. I did it because I know I needed to move my team and make these people comfortable. This was a guy that I seen face getting skinny and I ain't recognize him no more. So I started making moves. When I made these moves, I left the company. I left the dude there with these people. So after he stayed there for a while, he went and got 50 Cent and showed him Shreveport. Because he originally is from New York and he got a relationship with 50. So that's what I say. You might not be able to do everything for your people, but you can show the light. You can shine the light and say, hey, I got people over here with a lot of shit to offer. Y'all come look at my city. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you do, if you go get help, then that's fine. As long as you don't sit there and let somebody die.
I get what you're saying in a way, but it's still a reach. But like, you know, 50 Cent,
All right. So what I'm saying
Somebody
is,
from
if
your
you
city
take
could
me out
bring
of the
50 Cent
equation,
a idea, but that don't mean he gonna jump on it. He gotta like it himself. He gotta, look into it himself. He
yeah. But
gotta make
what I'm
sense.
saying
You know what I'm
is,
saying?
if Hurricane Chris was never born, none of this wouldn't be happening. It's all trickled down from a ant trail that I led to my city. You remember how you remember how the lady led everybody through the Underground Railroad?
Chris, I think that's a bit of a reach, bro. I can't lie to you.
Yeah.
That's a boy.
It's not a reach by saying 50 wouldn't have a studio if it wasn't for Hurricane Chris didn't exist. He wouldn't have that studio in Shreveport. I'm the first
I don't
artist and
agree
the
with
only
that.
artist from
I
my
don't
city
agree
to
with that.
listen. I'm the first artist and the only artist from my city to ever get a deal. It's a small place of 170,000 people. Nobody knew nothing about it. The people who showed it to him, I showed it to them. They would have never stayed in this place long enough to do shit except sign me and leave. But I brought them back there and moved them there. So at that point, I introduced people to my city that could connect the dots and go back and what they could make happen in this place. So if you say God, erase Hurricane Chris right now, you erase all of that.
Still think if you erase Hurricane Chris, 50 Cent could still go online and see where cheap properties is at. He could still
Charity.
see Shreveport and decide to go down there and start a studio.
This building
That's
wasn't a building.
what I believe, bro.
This building was a building that was owned by the state. The guy that I introduced to the city got cool with the city and the state, so he was able to get access to this type of stuff and able to go back and offer it to him. It was offered to him. It wasn't nothing that he looked up on a listing or nothing like that. It was offered to him by the people that I put in Shreveport.
So basically, you feel like it wouldn't have been no way for him to get this done without knowing your peoples.
So if you take somebody and introduce introduce them to somebody, yeah, it's a possibility that people could have ran across each other. But what's the odds? Let's speak about the odds. What's the chances? Nobody ever came here. Nobody ever came to Shreveport to do nothing. You gotta think I'm the only artist to even get a major deal from my city, so I know the scope of, you know what I'm saying, what's been going on.
Now, Chris, I have another question from the chat. And this question is from, I'm sorry, I'm trying to scroll back up to get it. Give me a second. Oh my God, I'm sorry. This question is from Uptown. And his question to you is, how can you criticize 50 Cent for...
You cut out. I can't hear you. Hello?
Did you get a call?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Hurricane Chris, if 50 gave you a job, would you take it?
If it's something that I feel like is what you mean a job? What you mean by that?
I just mean any type of job, local stand, anything.
Who?
Any type of job, like
any type of job. Why would I take any type of job?
Because you need the money.
Get your bitch ass up and eat a dick hoe ass, nigga. I got 100,000 on my wrist right now.
You should watch who you talking to.
Nigga, watch a dick in your mouth. I'm live like that, boy.
Listen, Predator.
Say fuck your mama, nigga. Put a dick in your mama mouth, nigga. And your grandma too, nigga. And your granddaddy too, nigga.
Shut your hoe ass up, nigga. You just begging 50 Cent, acting like, oh, why he can't come down there and use the bitch, nigga?
Man, mute this nigga before I hang up.
Stop acting like, nigga, you like that, you hoe ass nigga. You just a broke ass nigga. Your money went when your hairline went,
mute
bitch.
This nigga.
Loose.
Shut up, bitch. They ain't gonna mute shit, nigga. Hoe ass nigga. Stop playing. You
I'm gonna fuck your dead
nigga.
grandma's grave, nigga.
Shut up, nigga. Fuck your city, nigga.
Bitch. I'm gonna piss on your dead granddad, nigga. And your dead grandma.
50 Cent
bitch ass nigga. Eat a dick, nigga.
Shut
bend
up,
over and
hoe
get
ass
fucked like a
nigga.
bitch nigga
You
do.
was a
Stop dick
bitch,
full of nigga
nigga.
and keep my dick out your
You
mouth,
were
hoe ass
acting
nigga.
like you,
You like dick in
nigga.
your
50
mouth, don't
Cent
you, bitch
owed
ass
you,
nigga?
nigga.
You like dick
50
in your
Cent don't
mouth,
owe
mouth off,
shit,
nigga, and
bitch.
suck that dick, bitch ass nigga.
He
Suck
don't
that
owe
dick, bitch ass
nothing,
nigga.
bitch.
Open that mouth and suck that dick,
Shut
hoe
up,
ass
hoe
nigga.
ass
Eat
nigga.
that
You
dick, bitch.
ugly
Eat
ass,
that dick.
little ass,
Eat that dick,
bitch
bitch.
ass
Eat
nigga.
that dick up.
Shut up,
Eat that dick
bitch.
up. Eat that dick up, bitch. Open that mouth up. Open that
You's
mouth,
a
Nah.
bitch.
hoe, nigga.
Let that dick spit in your mouth,
Only
bitch.
gay niggas
Let
talking
that
about
dick
tell
spit on your
another
mouth,
nigga
bitch.
they eat
Lick
a
your tongue
dick,
out,
Oh
bitch.
bitch.
shit, y'all.
Lick your tongue out, bitch. Bitch
You a
ass nigga.
gay
Lick your
ass
fucking
nigga,
tongue out.
bitch.
Lick
That's
your
why
tongue out,
nobody
bitch ass
fuck
nigga.
with you,
Open your mouth
nigga.
up where I can feel your throat, bitch
That's
ass
why
nigga. Open
nobody
that mouth.
fuck with you, bitch.
Open that mouth wider, bitch.
Nobody
All right,
fuck with
hey,
you,
Open that
let,
bitch. You
mouth wider, you
let,
you
bitch
clout
nigga.
chasing
hey
Open
ass
your
y'all,
fucking
nigga.
mouth up, nigga.
You broke.
Open your
You
mouth so
broke,
a nigga can
bitch.
knock your
You
tonsils
broke.
back, dick
You should
pulling
be
ass nigga.
taking anything, bitch.
Go in the
You should
Up.
be
room
Keep
taking
that
and
mouth
like
up.
newspaper
Keep that
really
mouth
stand
up and eat
look.
job,
that dick.
bitch.
Look how that nigga eating
Shut
that dick
up,
up.
bitch.
Pitbull.
Hoe
let's
ass
get back to the
nigga.
interview. Let's get back to the
Look how that
interview,
nigga eating
y'all.
that dick up.
Come on, let's go, y'all.
Nah, this
That nigga
nigga
eating
is a
it
Oh
good.
broke
shit,
ass
y'all.
bitch
Hey,
ass
look,
nigga.
look,
That
look,
nigga
look.
eat
Clout
it good.
chasing over
Hey,
50 Cent.
Hey, y'all got a
walk.
tire?
Hey,
Y'all got
come
a
on,
tire?
y'all.
You
Y'all
We
got
clout
a
about,
tire?
chasing,
hey,
bitch.
we gonna get back to this interview, y'all. Let's go.
Let me get a tire right
Oh
quick.
shit, y'all.
Let me
Welcome
get a
to the
tire right
100
quick.
NT Late Night Show. If y'all new to the room, thank y'all for coming through. This is the 100 NT Show.